Hello, everyone. This is Thomas Pepin, NHL Talk. I'm Thomas Pepin, and let's talk about the NHL. So, today we are continuing the implementation portion of the Building the Perfect NHL Roster series, where essentially we're applying all of the strategies that I've put together. Given all of the data and other analysis we've done. So, like I mentioned at the end of yesterday's stream, I had planned to do the middle four forwards. I still stand by the fact that I believe, in the grand scheme of things, they're most important to a team's success, or at least as equal to a team's success as the people will be doing today, which is the top four defensemen. And I think the biggest reason why I switched over to defensemen, I said top two defensemen yesterday. I was wrong. It was supposed to be four. But if in fact those two groups, the middle four forwards and the top four defensemen, are approximately of the same importance to the team, in reality, you should be, well, since I'm building this roster from scratch, I should start with the one in which I can minimize the costs the most, which would be, I believe, in defensemen. Because remember, the strategy is, or the goal is to maximize differentials. So we don't need to spend that much on defensemen. The priority or the sequence of prioritization is what I was going to say, should be where you can make the most impact. So with forwards, it's going to be tough to get lesser salaries, whereas defensemen, you can probably find low salaries given their impact on the team. So so I think it makes the most sense to go with defensemen. Again, the target is to maximize differential, which means with these defensemen, we don't need to prioritize offensive performance. We need to maximize combined performance, which is essentially differential or expected differential, if we can find that data, which I believe we can from the advanced analytics sites that that I've used and learned about. So that's what we're going to try to do, is just maximize differential for defensemen, minimize cost of these top four defensemen, or cost per their differential, so that we can spend more on the next four forwards. So that's essentially what I'm going to try to accomplish today. And hopefully we can. So we'll see how it goes. So, one brief moment here to get things pulled up. Okay. All right, so we're taking a look at we'll start broad picture and then I'll narrow down to the first pick afterwards. So for the top two defensemen, the average salary we saw was 5.4 million. The other top, no, that is the same one. Other target is somewhere around 3.6 to 4.4 million. And was there another stat? Salary stats. I think this also has something. No, actually I don't need this one. So yeah, those are the targets, somewhere around 3.5 to 5.4 for our top two defensemen. And for the third and fourth, on the high end, probably about 4 million. And on the low end, somewhere around 2.7. Or sorry, 2.8. Right here. So those are kind of the big picture targets. And then going specifically to the first defenseman, on the high end, 5.5 million, and on the low end, somewhere around 4.4. So 4.4 and 4.4 and 5.5. So that's our starting point. We'll start with our top defenseman and go from there. So what I'm going to start with is, let's look at wins above replacement. What I could have also done previously with the forwards was the 2-year wins above replacement, but I looked back because I had a few minutes before the start of the stream, and all the players, they line up anyways, so it's no big deal. The selections were fine for my first 4. So now we want defenseman here. I believe that's in the right order. Whoops. There we go. And this too. What's going on here? Come on. Good. And then the other one I wanted to use was this, which is MoneyPuck. Does it allow us to? Yes, it does. Good. So we're going to use their work as well. Give me a sec here. We want I thought they had differential. Goals, relative, flurry. On ice goal differential, I believe, is what we want. Or on ice expected goals differential. So I think that's what we want. And we're going to kind of use all three at the same time to choose. So, so let's have a look at the list of players here, and we'll work from that, I believe. So 4.4 and 5.5. So we really, really want to minimize the costs here. Devon Taves is a perfect choice. But so one thing on that note I should say, so as I mentioned previously, one of my restrictions is that I can't cheat, and by cheat I mean just choose the best of everything, all the perfect contracts and all that. I can choose ones that are good. I can't choose like the best player. I have to kind of start to go down the list and choose something that's reasonable, something that's realistic that you could have on your roster. So a great example is Dylan Larkin might not re-sign with Detroit, so in theory he's available. Varlamov, not the starter in the Islanders, so he, and rumblings from my understanding is he's possibly available. So just a couple examples where we can't choose the top guys. We have to choose people that are kind of at least a step down from the top, and also meet the requirements. So contract duration and things like that. So anyways, when was his signed? Because I really like him. Signed October 2020, so before the year. 2 years, decent performance, 4th round pick. That one's a tough one. Signed for 4 years. AHL was good. No, I don't think he's a good choice. Not because I don't think he's a good player, but because to have known that you would have you would have signed him for that 4-year contract, I don't think you can say that for certain. Shea Theodore. 5.2 signed before 2018. Decent performance, not so decent. I said 2018. Good performance and good performance. Again, I don't think we would have known for certain that he would have been a good player, so I can't choose him either. Another great example, I can't choose a guy on RFA, or well, that's in their entry level or anything like that, or like a league minimum salary, can't choose those guys either. Orlov, I don't like him as a first choice. Morrissey, I wouldn't have signed 8 years. On tour, no. Matheson, no. Severson, no. Werenski, I think he was just extended at way too expensive for me. Adam Fox, I believe, was extended too. Carlson, no. Morgan Riley, what's his story? 6 years is a bit long, but it's conceivable. And he was re-signed for 7.5, so that's a no. Letang, no. Hannafin, 4.9 for 6, probably no. McAvoy was re-signed. Forsling, no. Fowler, 6.5. 8 years, so that's a no. Sherratt, I think his is different. 4.75. Ugh. I don't want to choose Sherratt as my first player. Okay, so then we'll have to switch over, to ordering by points and not goals. Burns, no. Darlene, no. Gostisbehere. So that's a maybe. We'll come back to Gostisbehere. I like him. D'Angelo is one of my... he's going to be one of my middle picks probably. I really like that guy as a choice. Rasmus Anderson. No. Maybe Hannafin. John Klingberg was 7 million. Nope. Justin Falk, maybe. He's 7 years, so that's no good. Yikes. I don't like a lot of these contracts, and I don't like a lot of the options either. Okay, so I guess by performance is probably not working in terms of making the choice. So let's look at expected differential. Did we switch? Go to last year's stats. Where was it? Here. Okay, good. So we'll have to go side by side, I think, here. Rasmus Anderson's right up at the top. Rasmus Anderson. 6 years. Not unreasonable. What's his track record? He was signed January 2020. So that's halfway into this year. Not a good enough track record for me to say I would have signed that. So that's a no. McAvoy, no. Hedman, no. Yossi, no. D'Angelo, I'm going to come back to him. Fox, no. Tyson Barrie. I like that as a thought, and that actually might be perfect as our first choice. Where does he sit here? Did I miss him? .37, so it's positive. And it's not very high though. Where does he sit prior? Negative. So maybe not. Who else? Noah Hannafin. He's come up a few times now. He's up there on here. Anderson, where is he? Uyghur, where is he? Not bad. I mean, and he's consistently a positive wins above replacement. This is from last season, which was good. Where does he sit this season? Where is it? Where is it? There we go. On ice differential's good. I mean, everything kind of lines up for him. Is his contract one I would sign? .9 is fine. 6 years, I mean, maybe. Was signed August 2018. August 2018. 3 years of consistent performance. 6 years. Man. I wouldn't sign a guy for 6 years. Not a defenseman. I can't justify that one. Let's filter down then. We want a maximum of 4 years. Uyghur. Not quite. Barry, we can still come back to. Hronik. 3 years. Not as a first choice. Nurse, no. Shattenkirk. Where does he sit? Wow, that's negative. I mean, he's on a bad team, so I don't know how accurate that is, but we will be cautious and not choose him. Pionk. Maybe, maybe not. Sanheim. 2 years. Let's have a look. Not at the top. It's positive. And then for 2 years, still positive. And oh, we just saw him. Sanheim's negative here. Yikes. Okay. Goligoski, no. Brody, no. Tanev, no. Man, not too many good options here. This one's tough. I tell you, this one's a tough decision, especially with a first choice for your defenseman, because I want to get a good choice. How much was he re-signed for? 6.25. Don't like that. Ronick. $4.4. Wow, minus 38. That's pretty bad. Minus 29. Yikes. Let's see. Positive. Negative. Doesn't look good. Vince Dunn. What's his story? Wow, right at the top. Where is he here? Seattle. Vince Dunn is still positive, so that's not looking too bad. Dunn. 15th this year, was it? And then last year, $83rd. Is it still positive? No, it's negative. Not the best choice, but probably one of the better ones. Pionk. Positive there. He's good there. Still positive. And then this year should be positive, I'm assuming, as well. Do. negative this year. Wow. Jeez, there's like no consistency for any of these guys. So far, Vince Dunn's the closest, but he's not even that good. Jeez, and I don't want to choose any of these other guys for my first choice. Dahlin, was he re-signed? No. He was signed September 2021. So 3 seasons. He was a first pick, yeah. Yeah, I can't say that I would have gotten him because first pick overall, I mean, that's just unreasonable. We're starting to get into maybe not the best of players or people I thought I would have chosen. Where does Montour sit? Positive. Still positive. Very positive. Still positive. Just going to have a quick look to see if anybody else stands out because it might be Montour. I don't know really who else to choose. Foxberry. Riley Letang. Klingberg. Slavin here? Nope. Killington, no. Ryan Suter? maybe. Let's have a look. Oops. DL negative. So no for Suter. Oh yeah, Uyghur was re-signed, so I can't choose him. Morrissey, no. Krug is long-term, I believe. Spurgeon? Nope. Nope. No. Goligoski keeps coming up. Where is he? Oh, he's got longer term, I guess. So that's the no. Brody. And Sidorov. I keep seeing him. No. No. Hmm. Pulak. Nope. Well, Brody wasn't my first choice, but he might be the best choice. Everything for him is positive so far. Except for that, so maybe not. What I'd like is for everything to be positive. Uh, don't want to choose Goligoski because he's old. Re-signed for $2 million apiece. Is he not playing? Or has he not played this season? "23 games, I guess he's been injured or something. "39th, let's go to the year before. Wow. Guess not. It's getting pretty difficult. Martinez. Man. Can't find anything. It might be Montour because I haven't found anything better so far. Positive. Everything's positive. But as my first choice to choose Montour, man, that's not a good choice. Let's see, Manson. Positive. Negative, so no. No, I didn't think so. Adam Larson, maybe? No, sir. Schultz. positive. Where is he there? I guess he might be under... Was it Washington? Schultz. Nope. Brendan Dillon? Possible. Dillon. Nope. Wow. So this actually might not be a bad thing. So it's difficult to find, but we're getting into players that are really not making much money, which is fine, because then that means we just spend even less for defensemen than I thought. No, that's not what I want. Nope. Grizzlick doesn't look bad. I mean, he plays for Boston, which makes it a bit misleading. Well, Grizzlick might be our second choice. No. Sherratt was one that I wanted to check. Nope. No good. Uyghur, no. Graves, no. Where does he sit? Nope. So it might be Montour, I think. Just have a quick look. So Montour it is so far. I just want to check one last thing. So it was signed July 21. So after pretty consistent performance. 7 goals, 18 points. I guess Montour it is for sure. our top defenseman is going to be Montour. It's a weird choice, but it's everything lines up for him to be our choice. That's extremely weird, but I gotta log in here. One sec. Tell you, it's super odd to have to choose Montour as your first choice, but I mean everything lines up, so sure. And it's super cheap, so I won't complain. So 3.5 million for our first choice defenseman. Was he I believe he should be a right shot then. Where is he? Right shot. So that also solves that. 27 years old, and it expires in 2 seasons, so that's fine. Cool. So Montour is our first defenseman. Where to go from here? I mean, I wanted to wait because his salary's so low. Just to be fair. Where is this? It's not looking good right now, actually. Nope, maybe not D'Angelo. Bouchard, no. Boakfist, no. Forsling, no. Susie, no. How come he didn't show up before? That's weird. Okay, well, I guess Killington doesn't exist. Oh, and he's on an RFA or entry level anyway, so I guess that's not fair. We had Grizzlick. Did I just... He's 12th. Sixteenth. 44th. Positive. So I guess Grizzlick number 2. Seems odd to me, but I mean, he's the next best that I could find, so Grizzlick it is. And what was his contract details anyways? Just to make sure. Grizzlick, 4 years, was signed 2020 before the season. 3 years, decent track record. I guess so. Grizzlick number 2. Who else? Bouchard, Darlene, Lindholm, no. Riley, no. Morrissey. I know Gustafson's a guy that I need to consider. You know what? I'm going to try another thing here. I keep trying new ways to filter because I just can't find a good way here to find good players. So time on ice maybe? And we'll try that. Gavrikov? Nope. Uyghur, no. How much was he re-signed for? I think it was 8 years though, too. Yeah, no way. Okay, Larson, no. Petrie, no. Vronic, no. Yokiharu, no. Strawman, no. I forget what I saw for Brody. No, he was negative here. Forsling, no. Polak, no. Pionk, no. How much was Zub signed for? 4.6. What's his track record? Non-existent, so no thank you. Matt Rhino. CC. Let's see. Nope. 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 No. No. Jake McCabe. Oops. No. Holden, no. Bouchard, I can't choose. Fairview, no. Oops. Edmondson, no. Justin Braun, no. Jensen, no. I think Manson's been injured the full season, so and he's not good enough, so there goes that as an option. Colin Miller, I don't think that's positive. No. Barry. Byram, no. White Cloud, no. Wow. Slim pickings, holy jeez. Maybe I need to go into the next page. 18. Actually, that will work, so I don't need them to be too high in minutes. So it's not crazy for me to have to go to this next page here, so don't jump the gun, Thomas. You never know. Kulikov, no. Killington, no. How much was Goodbranson re-signed for? $4 million. That seems expensive. Yes, it is expensive. Kulak? No. Susie, no. Shen, I don't think I can choose Shen at this point. Wow. Where was Gustafson? I think he was... Eric Gustafson. Differential's good on a bad team. And again. And again. And not good there, though. Huh. How about Pedersen? Positive. Positive straight through. I guess we're choosing Pedersen. Not a guy I was thinking of. What's his contract? Where is he? He was signed. It's 5 years. Is that why he's not showing up? Oh, well, that's why I filtered him out by accident. It's a 5-year contract, though. Jeez. Would I sign a 5-year contract? Not for him. So, no good for Pedersen. Let's keep looking. Schmidt, positive. Positive? What's his contract? I think it's long, isn't it? He might have been signed for... Where's Winnipeg? Yeah, I think he was signed for 6 years. That sucks. Okay. Schmidt's a no. Mata, I won't look. Gudis. 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 So far, so Gudis. Pun. It might be negative. It is. That sucks. Is Brendan Smith even playing still? I don't know. Pesci was signed for too many years. Man, there's all these long-term contracts. It makes it so difficult to find a guy that meets the criteria. Brady Skjee. Negative. No good. No good. Man, this is wild. Is that positive? It is. Cam York. Positive. Positive. And what's his story? It's an entry-level contract. And what was wrong with Anderson again? Long-term contract. 6 years, yep. Brandstrom, Schmidt, Uyghur, Skjee, Jersey. Where is Jersey? 1.7 was signed before this season. Jeez, not enough of a track record. Can't choose him. Joseph. Positive. Tampa? Where was he before? Not possible. I don't know how long ago the message was, but hey there, Coast to Coast NHL Hockey News. I've seen you in here before, so or elsewhere somewhere, so thanks for checking in. Hurrah. Nope. Can't choose Giordano because he's a contract he probably couldn't get. CHY. Chikrin is a no. Petrie's a no. Severson. No. What was the story with Slavin that we couldn't get? Is it the term? Seven-year contract. No. Hronek. No. Oops. Shea Theodore. What's his story? Seven-year contract. No. Where is it? There it is. Heiskanen. Miller. Who was it? It was Anaheim, that's where it was. Anaheim, where are you? Might have to do a stupid signing that I wouldn't want to do, but Klingberg, because it was only a one-year contract, as long as his stats line up, I might be bullet I'm willing to bite. Come on, why are you not searching? Never mind. Carlson, no. Ecklet, no. Hannafin. Barry was close. Dunn was close. So it might be those two next. Number 2, number 8. Edmonton. Positive. And then I think it was that this was just slightly negative. Yeah, it's not by much. And I mean, his salary's not that crazy. So, we're just going to have to go with what we can get, I guess. Tyson Barrie, 4.5, and I think it was a 3-year contract, if I'm not mistaken. And he's a right shot, is he? Let's find out. He is right shot. I know that the contract was reasonable. It was 3 years. Tyson Barrie it is, and Vince Dunn was the other one. I don't think we have any realistic alternatives other than these guys. Vince Dunn was negative 1.2 Dunn, positive. Vince Dunn, positive. Vince Dunn, positive. So, I mean, everything's good for Vince Dunn except for one thing. Tyson Barrie, everything's good except for one thing. It's as good as we can get, really, to still have good defensemen. I think we're out of luck for alternatives. I can't see anything else that lines up. Just gonna have a quick scan through, but I'm nearly certain we're stuck with that. Let's see. Spurgeon's not there. Orlov's not there. Actually, it's probably easier if I look from this side here. Martinez. Focus. He's close. How much does he cost? 5.2. Maybe Brody instead. What was the difference done? $1.2. What was the difference for Barry? I don't think it was much. 3.7. -9.2. Maybe not Barry and Dunn instead. 4.9. 1.81. 1.2. 17. I think between the two, Dunn's actually a better choice than Barry. So we shall delete Barry. Oh, how does this thing allow us to delete? Oh, there it is. So, sorry, Barry, you're gone. We choose Dunn. And what was the other guy I just said? Dunn and Brody. I think that's it. So let's just double check with everybody. So we've got Dunn positive, Dunn positive, Dunn positive, barely negative there. So that's fine. And then we have, what was the next one? We have Brody, so that's Toronto. Brody's positive. Positive. Barely negative. And positive. Then it was Grizzlick. Jim, that's Boston. Grizzlick is positive. Barely positive. Positive. And positive, and then it was Florida. Montour, I think he was positive, 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 and positive. Okay, well, I guess that's what we have to go with. Now, I just want to double check that all the criteria lines up. And Montour was a right shot. Where's Seattle here? Done. It's a left shot. I think Brody's a right shot, isn't he? He's a left shot. So it's not ideal, but we might be stuck. And Grizzlick is almost certainly a left shot. Yeah. Okay. What's a good way to do this? 20. 17. 18. And 20. So it looks like it's going to be Brody and Dunn on the top line. Dunn and Brody can play both sides. Grizzlick, Montour, second line. Okay, so that's organized. Now I just want to make sure what was the next thing? Oh yeah, salaries. I just wanted to make sure they meet the criteria for salaries here. I think we're still underspending, but it's close. So, first defenseman 5.5. They're both under. Second defenseman 5.3. Both are under. Third and fourth are about 4 million. Both are under. So we meet all the criteria. That one was extremely difficult. Because, well, as you saw, we had to find that they had a positive expected on-ice differential. Yeah, so I wanted a positive on-ice expected goal differential through the past 2 seasons. I wanted also a positive wins above replacement for all the players. And so to find where they're positive for the wins above replacement for the past 2 seasons, as well as positive on-ice expected goals differential. Quite difficult, but we did it. And again, the result was Vince Dunn. Well, not in this order. So these happen to be the, I guess, by most expensive. But our first choices were actually Montour, Grizzlick. But our predicted first line is Dunn and Brody. So I'd say we won't know till the whole thing's put together, but intuitively it all makes sense. It should line up. The differentials all line up. So yeah, I mean, you take a look at the defensemen and the goaltending, and you're like, is that really all that great? But um, I mean, it should all work. And then so it's going to be Monday. We're going to take a look at the middle four forwards, and this is where we should be able, because we've saved money on defense. We should be able to spend more on forwards to really maximize that goal differential. So, to recap here, we've got about $5.2 million spent, $30.6 million in cap space. So 30 million. What do we have left? So currently we have, 52.5 is the full cap minus, let's ballpark $1 million for each of the 3 extra depth spots. So 20 players play on a given night, 23 are the active roster. So we'll just say those extra active roster guys are $1 million a piece. Sorry, stupid me. 82.5 minus 3 is 79.5 minus current spending is 51.8, leaves us 27.7. We have 6 plus 4, 10 players, 10 more players left, divided by 10, $2.7 million a piece. Let's go back. Let's say another $1 million a piece for the 4th line forwards, because I think that's reasonable. So that puts us to 24.7 divided by 7 players. So 3.5 on average for our middle 4? Middle 5 forwards and 3rd pairing defense. We can spend $3.5 million per player. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, I mean, we've got our 2 lines of defense covered. Because I was debating on if I should change the next selections, if we should move, maybe only choose the top 2 forwards and then the bottom 2 defense, but I don't think that's right. Bottom 2 defense. What are we at for minutes played by these defense? So we've got Brody is 21.3 plus Dunn is 20.6 plus Montour is about 18 plus Grizzlick is 18.6. So we are at 78.5 minutes covered by these defensemen. In total, we need to do 90 minutes, which means... well, I mean, that means we don't really need to spend that much on our bottom 2D. Because we only need to really make up another 11 and a half minutes. So you can do... wait. Unless my math is wrong here. I think my math is wrong. What did I do? So on average it is it's 60 times 2 defensemen in theory. So that's 120 minutes. So so 120 minus 78.5. Yikes. So we do need a lot more still. Am I doing something stupid? I feel like I'm doing something stupid. $20, $40, $60, 3 periods, 60 minutes. Yeah, no, that is right. Because it's 60 minutes times 2 players. I mean, there's power play time that kind of eats into defensive minutes, assuming that you don't play 2 defensemen on your power plays. In any case, we weren't really. So it's we were just looking for. When I was filtering, I was looking for people that had sufficient offensive production. So I was trying to find some goals that we could get out of defensemen. And so I kind of disregarded a lot of guys that might eat minutes but don't produce. So I guess in that regard, maybe we'll be able to make up the minutes there. I'll just have to be mindful of that. So I don't think it's all that difficult for us to adjust, but yeah, we'll have to figure that out later. So anyway, so yeah, like I said, that's it. We've got, as I said, our selections are Vince Dunn, TJ Brody, Matt Grizzlick, and Brandon Montour for our top 4 defensemen. And that's it for today. So if you like the stream, hit the like button, share with your friends, subscribe, turn on notifications. Otherwise, channel homepage has upcoming streams. Should be 2 p.m. Eastern daily, except for Sundays. If you have any comments, leave them in the comments. Suggestions, same. And Monday we'll be moving, I guess, into the middle 4 forwards. as much as we maybe should be considering the depth defenseman, I still think it's too early. Yeah, but we're going to really have to be careful when it comes to filling out the rest of the roster, salary, ice time, things like that. This is where I'm going to have to be really careful about making things realistic. So we'll see. So anyways, thanks again for tuning in, and we'll see you guys on Monday.